Hello and welcome to Kyoyu No Inc., the central hub for a band of mercenaries. I'm Swiftix, captain of this motley crew, and today I am joined by pilots Lemon Wizard and Gorilla. We gather today to debrief this week's past events and plan for the future. And there we go. Okay, just making sure I wasn't muted that time.
Don't mute yourself for the intro.
That'd be horrible.
That'd be funny.
Dude, I spent a whole stream one night, muted, and some dude was in my chat trying to figure out why I wasn't responding. I was like, oh shit, I'm stupid, I was muted the whole time. But, well, I've already caught up with Lemon Wizard today. How are you doing, Gorilla?
Pretty good. I work as a assistant manager for a convenience store, and all I have to say is some people are just rude.
Doesn't matter where you work, some people are just fucking rude. It's like they forget that retail workers are actual people.
I guess they just think we don't have the intelligence to comprehend they're being assholes? I don't know.
One day I was...
Trust me, I understand.
I was working some freight with one of my coworkers, and this lady, she didn't say, excuse me, we didn't even know that she was looking at this wall. She just walked up to us, reached over our shoulders to, grab something, had it drop to the ground, then picked up another one instead of picking up the one that dropped to the ground. And, my coworker, stared at it, I was like, you're on the job, just smile. Chick walked away.
Was it Bree?
No. Bree? No. She was there that day, though. What was that?
I said, did you have nice boobs?
No, she was elderly.
Useless.
Useless, away with you!
Away, heathen, away!
Sorry if I sound like I'm being really fat, because I am being fat and eating at the moment.
I mean, we had our break time.
Podcast, unprofessional.
They love me. I'll be like... You guys can be like the Frank Sinatra, and I'll be like your dirty little sidekick. I'm a gorilla.
Let's be honest, I expect one of these times it's gonna be like a morning podcast, and all I'm gonna hear out of you guys is drinking coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I was about to say, I may have a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I was half tempted to go buy a Monster for this. After I took that strong-ass nap, I was like, I might want a Monster, but at the same time, I'd be too wired.
Apparently, Steppy and Daniel wanted to be a part of this.
That's a surprise. Hold on. Oh, wait, you're actually gonna have to add them to the thing, and then have to repop them right back in.
More friends!
Right now, I don't know if you hopped over to my Twitch. I'm using the layout without our webcams. I should probably also get rid of Bondred's name because he's not currently in this, but at the same time, I had your name up the whole time and you weren't during that one either.
It's the second one. Yeah, people will live.
I don't know, man. They might
if
not.
you came here for professionalism, you're not in America.
Well, I mean, YouTube allows people to watch from places that aren't America.
Well thank you for watching other countries.
On my personal YouTube account, my highest view counts actually come from Japan.
Speaking of other countries, we have these two.
You could introduce them. Or is that your introduction?
These two being, I'm gonna call one the Moaning Ballerina, and the other Kitty Meow Meow.
Hello, Moaning Ballerina.
Alright.
Meow.
Well, I know which one I am.
I have no idea
one
which
am I?
one's which.
Steppy is the Moaning Ballerina, Daniel is Kitty Meow Meow.
Oh, I am the Moaning Ballerina.
From that one
she's been
time
the
when
Moaning
we
Ballerina
changed.
on my Skype, for, I think, 2 years now.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Willie still use a bitch.
Why the fuck am I... Oh my god.
Okay, to be fair, for Steppy, Willie is penis.
Oh my god, I hate you guys.
Hey, you can blame Henry. He changed it, and I've never gotten around to it.
Oh.
Willie, would you like to know what you are on my Skype?
I'm hoping it's at least something I've, actually been called before, but go, shoot.
That one nigga Willie.
Oh god fucking damn it.
Oh, but Kyle, you're still the space cowboy.
And you're still Gangster of Love.
Yes.
Am I the only one that has like everyone's like original name still?
Well, Willie.
Me? Well, actually,
It's
no.
because you're lame.
That's a lie.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I remember
'Cause
for a
you're
while I had Gorilla as Neos for whatever reason, and I had two Neoses on my Skype call, and it confused me for the longest time.
I mean, sounds good to me. Neos for president. I've been on that train for years.
Everyone's on that train. Neos has his own religion. Neos has his own website, as far as I know.
What is this? Who is Neos?
Neos.
It's
So-
Neo's cousin.
The Asian that's here but not here. He's disappeared and came back millions of times.
The Asian that is always and will forever be within our hearts.
Yep.
And probably sitting next to you. Who knows? I don't mean...
I don't even know what he looks like.
Okay, well, I'm just more confused than I started, so I'm guessing, yeah, moving on.
To describe Neos, he's very stereotypically Asian.
Horrible.
He really is.
Stereotypical.
Like,
Alright, but to say someone's stereotypically Asian, that's like a big thing.
Yeah, but he's very upfront about his liking of cat women.
no, I was talking about his appearance, not just like his personality, because then I'd have to go like through which kind of Asian he is, and that's too much. He's a Filipino that doesn't have Filipino like characteristics aside from like how skinny he is and how tall he is.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I remember when you and Henry convinced me for the longest time he was a crossdresser.
Well, you say that like he's not.
Don't start this with me. No,
I'm
I've
just
already had this
saying.
argument in Astios, and he was like, no.
Well, you see, cross-dressing, and then you got cross-playing, good sir. So,
See, I'm gonna be pissed if it's cosplaying, and you guys literally convinced me he dresses up like a woman. Which
gotta-
there's nothing wrong with, but at
put
the
it
same
this
time...
way, we haven't seen Neo since, like, the Thanksgiving of our junior year. That's how
Yeah.
long it's been, so... He could have gotten into much weirder shit. Just saying.
Nice.
So you haven't spoken to this guy in several years, then?
No, I haven't seen him. Speak
Ah,
to
right.
him whenever he's on Skype and he wants to hop in Skype with us.
I've never seen him.
I've
So
never
as far
I don't
as
know
you're
what he looks like.
concerned, he doesn't exist.
Oh, I've
Except
talked
for
to
a
him.
voice in your head.
He's just a shadow in the
I mean,
night.
like I said, he's here, but at the same
He's an
time...
Asian shadow in the night.
Yeah.
Sunlight
You just see a
shines
shadow
through.
roll up onto you. You want chicken fried rice?
God damn it.
God fucking damn it.
Alright.
Oh,
This got
God.
slightly racist.
Slightly racist. Oh, I have expected that. Well, actually, no, I didn't expect it to happen.
Neos
You
pops up
invited Daniel here. It's gonna happen.
Hey!
True.
Hey! Hey!
He's a very
Hey!
racist person.
Oh,
Neos
God.
pops up behind
Not
you.
true.
He leans in close, breathing heavy on your neck. You don't want to turn around. All of a sudden, you feel him edge closer to your ear, and all you hear is na 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 na.
I would just quit life at that point. Alright, I'm done. Bye, Neos.
What's
I'm-
worse is
No,
I can
you would
imagine
just
him
quit.
doing that.
If you say Neos 3 times in the mirror, you'll get a fortune cookie. That is the best way to describe Neos.
Click your heels 3 times, spin around, say Neos 3 times, and then bam, fortune cookie. Also, I would not suggest going to sleep. And if you have a little sister, be wary. She may become very animu.
Anime.
You speak from experience, Willie? Question mark.
Have you never been in a call whenever I tell Neos to
Yeah,
call
well,
like a
you
sister?
see, Willie's big sister, once met Neos while Willie was still just a young little girl.
Willie's big sister.
What?
Vagina.
Wait. Willie's big...
And Willie,
I'm
Willie,
so
met,
done right now!
Willie met the sheer brunt of Neos and his like for
Anus.
lolly Nico girls.
Lolly Neko, good sir? Lolly Neko?
Sorry.
God.
I'm so done right now.
Are you?
Fucking hell.
Okay, so let's get a topic to talk about other than Neos.
We were just talking about Pokemon Go.
Willie's
I mean,
vagina.
we didn't...
Oh, I got one. I got
Fuck.
one for. I got
Alright.
one for Dan Steppy from England. You guys,
There's two
your
of
point
them.
of view on Donald Trump. Go.
On what?
What? Jesus.
Oh God. Do you guys know who Donald Trump is?
Oh,
Shut
Donald
up.
Trump.
Donald Trump.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I
a
heard
twat.
Domatron, and I was like, is that some sort of BDSM transformer? Because I just completely misheard, and I was like, Megatron's fucking getting kinky up in this shit.
God.
Opinions on Donald Trump. He's the racist one, right?
He's the
Yes.
asshole. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys really stepped it up. Like, I thought, like, that guy who was going up against Obama was bad enough. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Mitt Romney.
Yeah, Mitt Romney. I thought he was bad enough, but Donald Trump, he really takes the cake and
Yeah, he's a
smears
And
it in
then-
your face. He doesn't eat it, he just smears it in your face and says,
No,
you're
he
Mexican,
takes the
get out of my
cake.
country.
He takes the cake. He sits down in front of poor
You're too
people.
poor to have cake.
He
Whoa,
sits in
whoa. He
front of
doesn't
poor
sit down in
people.
front of the poor. He sits down in front of Mexicans.
Who he then
You're not
screams at about being poor and ruining his country while smearing the cake on his nipples.
Pretty much.
And making
Nice.
his wife uncomfortable.
I don't even. I stay out of politics, but I'm pretty sure this is not how anything goes.
This is exactly how Donald Trump goes.
Yeah.
God.
He has said if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would have sex with her.
Oh,
What?
That's
His wife went to file for divorce charges due to abuse, but he convinced her otherwise. There's rumors going around that she cancelled the charges out of fear
out of fear of what?
of what he would do to her. Like, there's rumors going around that he was threatening to kill her and stuff if she went through with it.
To be honest, I don't doubt that. Like, if that happened, I'd just be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, that old guy, Bernie something, he sounds like a good idea. You guys should vote for him.
Bernie
See,
Sanders.
But see, the shitty part is half of America is agreeing with Donald Trump, and it's looking like it's either going to be him or Bernie.
Although,
You may or may not be fucked.
Realistically speaking, I do not think Donald Trump's going to get it regardless. I've seen some people
I
take some
mean-
decent polls, and he wasn't really that high up on the polls.
I mean,
hold on.
So, see, I've never voted. I've never wanted to vote for my own reasons. But just because Donald Trump is running, and I like Bernie Sanders, I am actually registered to vote for Bernie Sanders.
no.
okay, could I just make a point?
There's
Now, I didn't
anyone
think
over
that-
him, over Trump.
I didn't think that there was any elections going on at the moment in America except for who's actually going to be going for president. Isn't it like the Republican candidate elections at the moment?
Yeah,
so
yeah, no, it's all candidate choice at the moment, but
Yeah.
those are the two that are in the lead, because today Bernie is now ahead of Hillary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to
But,
bring...
that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to become president. That just means that all the Republicans are voting Donald.
yeah.
They're
But-
voting Doolittle.
I just more or less wanted you
Yes,
guys'
please.
opinion on him, because for me, I don't want a celebrity as a president, is my point.
I wouldn't even
He's a
call
celebrity?
call him a celebrity. I'd call him
I
as
mean,
a...
that's the super shitty part. He's a celebrity here.
Yeah, no,
He
I
became
wouldn't
a
even say that.
celebrity. It had something to do with like he became a rich kind of celebrity. Like he's famous because he's fucking rich.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
def-
So the Kim Kardashian effect.
Essentially, yes. And then
He's
the fact that
original big butt of America. It was
Right.
worth it. Fuck you. It was funny.
so
Fuck
much
you. Fuck
I guess
all
I
of
really
you.
don't like big butts.
God fucking damn it. You try. Oh god.
Tried so hard.
But yeah,
Him-
my exposure to Donald Trump, because I only really read newspapers and get my news from online, so my whole exposure to Donald Trump has been through Facebook and Tumblr, so...
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time he ran for president, apparently.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah. Turns out my grandpa was named after him. I found this hilarious because my grandpa's like 100% hippie.
Interesting.
And he's named after Donald Trump. I lost it that day.
Good for
Like,
you.
I just couldn't anymore. Because
Do you think that if he made his own line of trading cards, they would be Donald Trump cards?
I was trying to avoid making that joke because of how bad it was going to be. Thank you for taking the bullet for me, Daniel.
All right,
I mean,
guys,
you
that's
realize-
the podcast.
Colin,
Going
here.
home.
I know this is much shorter than the last one. It's like 5 minutes. But Oh god, I
Because
cannot.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was horrible.
I mean, I guess it's still better than what like the last podcast started with.
Oh god, what
Nope.
are
Nope.
ones?
No, it's not. Nope. I would
Was it-
rather talk about shit for 30 minutes again.
Oh.
Okay.
30 minutes.
Well, this took a turn.
That's all we
Yeah,
talked about. You missed out on some in-depth shit talking.
Literally.
So was it
That's some
literally
shit I want to know about.
Alright, fuck
Were you
off.
guys talking?
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so Jeffrey,
Don't.
Jeffrey
Don't. No. No.
What?
Oh
Jeffrey
no!
hasn't
no!
been asked
no!
this question yet.
We're-
Yes, I like questions.
Oh my god!
I
no, you
asked
don't.
everyone else. This is $1 million a month. Like it's like, would you do this if
Oh,
you got
this thing.
so much money? Like Jeffrey.
Okay.
So I've asked everyone else, and they all said no. I said yes. Oh wait, Daniel, did you say no, or did you say yes?
I said
said
no.
Okay.
I believe
I
his,
think-
I believe his answer was, oh, hell no.
You right?
Someone said like, actually looking at the money, I'd take it after converting it into dollars.
Correction, I said
Pounds.
after looking from
Oh,
pounds to dollars, if I could get a scientist to reverse this, I would do it.
Yeah, which is completely
Okay,
allowed. It's completely
I'm
allowed.
a little
I'll get-
weary, but okay.
I'll get into it in a second. Willie, or better known as Penis,
God.
could you let Jeffrey know how much that actually was?
I think it was like 1,500,040 something. I closed the page a while ago.
Right, so you get you get 100, basically $2 million. Okay, let's just bring it up to
Well,
scratch.
all
I'm
right.
I'm bad with numbers, and I've already forgotten everything he said. Moving on. So you get $2 million a month, okay, for the rest of your life.
Okay.
But for the rest of your life, right, every time you go to take a shit,
The fuck
Music.
was
What
that?
Fuck.
I don't
That's
have a
a
soundboard. That was
Debating.
definitely not
Was
me.
debating. Go on.
Right. Every time you go to take a shit, yeah, it'll be inches away from coming out of your butthole. Then it shoots up through your entire body, like it goes through your intestinal tract. It doesn't like shoot up and kill you. It just goes through the entire pipeway up and out of your mouth. Right? It doesn't leave any residue poop in your system. You do taste it though. You do taste it, but you can just get rid of that taste with a little bit of mouthwash, right? And you can hold it in like you would any other poop.
Hold on.
So literally, you go about pooping as normal, but last second it will shoot up through your body in an instant. You don't feel any pain from this or anything. $2 million a month for the rest of your life, and you have to deal with that for the rest of your life. Like, if you wanted, you could, like, be sitting on the toilet taking a piss, like, oh crap, I need to poop. You just get up, you can put your mouth over the toilet, and just, it just
Oh,
shoots
okay, so
out.
I can put my mouth... Okay, I thought it was
Yeah,
more
yeah,
of
you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Prep
No,
yourself,
you can definitely do that. It's
and
not
then it's like
a...
a water fountain that just bounces back in your face.
No. But that is a thing, like, if it is diarrhea, it will be like you're throwing up.
I mean, part of me wants to say yes, because I could...
You
I
do
mean,
taste it, though, however, so when you think about it, diarrhea, you'd be tasting that while you throw up.
I love to cook, and I've tasted some pretty shitty things. There are honestly some things I can say that I've tasted to the equivalent of shit.
So you would
Oh
take it...
god.
I'd do it. I'd probably take the deal.
Alright, alright, thank you. I would do it too. I would do it too, honestly.
Everyone you've asked, you finally got one person to say it. They take it.
Yeah.
You
And
can
he's
do
a
it
cle-
too with can
He's a
do.
clever and theoretically richer man for it.
Theoretically.
I'm just saying. I could
Theoretically
take-
richer? No, that is literally richer.
When
No,
I
I mean, because this is just a theoretical question, so...
Oh, I was
It's not
going more
actually
for
good.
the fact that he now
I'm just
has to
saying.
shit out his
I
mouth for
mean,
the
with
rest
that
his
kind of
life.
money, I could pay somebody to sit next to the toilet with a nice monogram towel and mouthwash, and just be like, "Are you done now, sir?" Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Jenkins. Go count my money.
Exactly, man.
Oh god. I just...
I'd limit my poop though. I'd probably try to break it down to like pooping once every 2 days.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
like-
that'll be horrible on the digestive tract, but
Yeah,
I'll-
but what if you want to eat like Mexican, dude?
I mean,
You fucked.
I'm just
yeah, I was
saying.
about to say. I'd probably change my diet ever so slightly.
Like I had my coworker at a while back. I made my coworkers fried rice. So last week she made me enchiladas, and
Oh god.
oh my god, that shit was fucking amazing, dude. You don't even know.
I mean, I bet, but I bet you shot over the fucking moon.
Yes, I did.
Hey, look, a flying willy.
Like, she brought it to work, so I ate it, like, during my 30-minute break, and then I was like, oh, that was a bad idea. No one used the men's restroom because I made sure that no one went behind me after that. It just smelled horrible.
God.
Just clog up the whole toilet.
No, because then I'd have to clean that. Alrighty, so are there any games anyone's looking forward to? I'm gonna cut any, like, horrible
Division.
Division? That was...
The Division.
Yeah,
I could straight up go full rant about what I ranted on about earlier.
We can start with that, but I'd rather hear the Division because we haven't talked about that today yet.
Yeah, let's start off on a good note.
Not sure about you guys. I'm getting the Sleeper Agent edition.
You're getting
Could
what?
you tell?
Same.
Could you tell us what the sleeper edition thingy?
It's
Title.
about £100, English pounds. So that's probably like $150 maybe. Yeah, there you go.
It's a lot of dollars.
And yeah, and it comes with steelbook case, art book, full season pass, the game obviously. It comes with a replica watch and armband. I think there might be one more thing to it, but I can't remember what the hell.
Oh god, I forgot my computer was up.
God damn, what the fuck is
Alright.
that?
Damn it, Jeff.
Fucking commercial for the new Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hyped. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know in this podcast, I'm a horror lover. A little self-explanatory, but it's there.
Do it
Okay.
what you will.
Anyways, back to video games.
Yeah, back to the important stuff.
Back to
This
the
podcast
Division.
is sponsored by shitting yourself out of fear.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. No.
We've talked about shit enough. Let's get off that.
Like, yes, please. Let
We've
us
talked
get
about
off
shit
that.
long enough. Now on to piss.
Oh no, good sirs. Let's.
So,
no.
guys, $1 million.
Fucking God.
I've already thought of one though. I've already thought of one. But I'll save it
Same
for
thing,
after
but
the
with
video
piss.
game talk. I'll
Oh.
save it for after the video game talk.
I
Continue.
swear to God, if it's literally the same question but with piss.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Okay. But
Daniel, continue.
yes.
So what platform is the Division coming out for? That's like they've already guaranteed it's coming out for this, and that. Because
Xbox
pretty
One,
sure it's
PlayStation 4,
everything.
and PC.
so
No, it's
yeah.
not old gen. I don't think it's on old
Well,
gen.
yeah, not old gen,
All right.
But everything else.
current gen.
And I believe it might also be on the Wii. I'm not sure. I'm going to check that now.
No, it's not
I
on the Wii.
doubt it's on the Wii.
I mean,
If
It
it's
is
on the
on the
Wii,
Wii.
so many more little kids are gonna get on that game.
There's no way you can play that game on the Wii. It's not designed for that at
Yeah.
all.
they had Call of Duty. on it,
Sorry.
remember?
When I say Wii, I mean the Wii U.
No, I know what you meant.
Yeah, we all.
Have
I
you
don't
played
think it's
it?
coming
I
out on
don't-
Wii U.
I don't see that happening.
Have you played a Wii U? Because the gamepad plays literally like a controller.
Well, that's a lie, but.
Oh, I mean, I play my
I've
Wii
played a Wii
lot.
U.
I could literally pick it up right now and play it exactly how I'm playing GTA. Right now.
Wait,
I mean,
so you're
I
saying
can
you've played GTA on Wii U.
No, I mean on the Xbox One. I'm playing on the Xbox One at the moment.
He's saying it
I
would
could pick
feel
up
the
my
same.
gamepad right now and start playing anything that I have, and it would feel as comfortable as playing GTA as it would the Division.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm looking at like
Well,
the
that's just
trailer
that's
at
just
it.
my opinion.
Well, I'm looking at the trailer right now for the Division, and it looks post-apocalyptic. What exactly is this? Is this shooter. I'm looking at horde mode from like Gears.
It's not
It's
horde
a
mode.
plethora of things.
It's
Yeah, to be
a
honest-
post-apocalyptic third-person shooter based in the island of Manhattan. It's essentially, they don't want to say it, but it's essentially Destiny, but third-person and modern.
Now, when you say Destiny, you're referring to like how I got all those missions and all that, right?
The MMO kind of
Okay.
kind of style
Okay, the
thing.
thing about
It's
the
like you get a
missions-
fire team and there's quests. You know, you go do them. You go looting for stuff.
And it's
Alright.
based in Manhattan, and a giant
I think
weird
as-
creature starts
as
attacking,
well
and you
as,
play
like,
someone recording a video camera.
No, this
Alright.
is not Cloverfield. Fuck off.
I think as well as they said that it was going to be like even if you're offline, the world would keep on changing. So like you
Yeah, the
could
world
capture a
changes
base
while you're offline.
and then you come back like 6 hours later and it's being attacked and you have to go rush over there and save it.
Oh.
Yeah, and not only that, whenever you go
I
to
have
do
a-
mission, you'll
Sorry, just have a quick question
Yeah.
about that before we move on anywhere. What would happen if you say logged off in an outpost which has then been captured? What would happen about that?
There's a central a tower, like they call it the tower in Destiny. There's a central like social area
Okay.
that you can. I think there might be more than one in in different parts of the city, but those areas can't be like captured. That's like the main areas. There might only
And
be just one. I'm not
Do
entirely
you
sure.
spawn in those areas every time you log in then, or?
I don't know.
Okay, we just
They
don't
haven't
know.
really released any. They haven't released anything on that yet. I'm waiting for the
Okay.
beta in December.
Okay. Well, join us
Go on,
again
Jeffrey.
then.
But
Yeah.
okay, so when you and your team do a quest, at the end of it, the loot, and from the way they kind of described it and the way it looked in the first trailer I watched, certain classes can use certain guns, which are the loot. Yada yada yada.
No.
Thing
no.
about that,
There
Okay,
are
well,
no
then
classes.
Correct me. Okay.
There are no classes. It's essentially, you've played Borderlands, right? And this is a very rough comparison. Essentially, you have like your character, and then there's multiple skill trees that you can go down.
Ah,
Oh.
that
You can
So there's not
customize
there's
the
not a
appearance as well,
class
can't you?
per se, but essentially, like when I play, there's one of like I guess there's like a healing skill tree where you have like a grenade you throw at your allies and it heals them. That's the skill tree I'm looking to go down, is like kind of like the medic.
Okay. So I mean, classes, but not classes. And the thing is, though,
yeah, you can kind of pick and choose what you want.
and then after you complete a mission, you have to be picked up from an airdrop.
Oh, okay,
Well-
that's also a different thing. That's Dark
God
Zone.
damn it, Kyle!
which-
You explain it. I'm tired.
the Dark Zone. There's PVE, which is you explore Manhattan. There's NPC enemies running around that are leveled. You go around, you collect gear. But then the PvP of the game is called Dark Zone, which essentially there's these areas in the island of Manhattan called where the quarantine is still going on. They're still it's all contaminated, and that's where all the high level loot is. And when you go in there, other players can attack you. That's the time you have to extract. When you get the loot and when you're done, you have to go to the extraction zone, and you have a risk of being attacked by another fire team. Now, the good thing about the PvP in this is as soon as you open fire on another player, you're marked as a rogue agent, and everyone knows it because there's a skull next to your name. So if you're going through the Dark Zone and you see someone with a skull next to their name, you can go, okay, I'm going to avoid that guy because he's probably a dickhead.
The thing is, though, as soon as it pops up saying that he's a rogue agent, everyone can turn on him, and even if you kill him, it won't turn around and say, "Oh, you're a rogue agent," because you killed a rogue agent.
Yeah,
which in
there is
turn
no
saved
there is
other
no
people.
penalty. Yeah, there's no penalty for killing a rogue agent.
Well, shit. I wanted to be a rogue agent.
And you can be. It's just
gonna be harder
everyone's
for
gonna
you.
know. And I don't
Yeah.
know if there's a way to remove that rogue agent status yet.
I have a
I haven't
I
question.
think it will
anything
probably
about
be
that.
like after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, what happens if you kill someone in self-defense?
If someone
yeah,
attacks you, they are
Yeah.
like as soon as they shoot you, they're marked as a rogue agent. So then immediately you can shoot them back.
So,
Okay.
And it isn't like
in other
a
words,
timed thing. It's like as soon
Yeah.
as they shoot at you, they're instantly rogue agent.
But
Don't
what
be
if
that
it's
guy
a matter
that
of...
doesn't understand the concept of not shooting at his teammates. Don't be that dude.
There is no like as long as you don't initiate the firefight, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can work alongside with as many people as you want. It's just that as soon as you start to shoot at them, you have to be like very tactical about it, because if there's like 4 different guys and they all know that you're right there and you just turn on them, you're gonna get fucked.
Like that's
Okay.
what it's looked
makes
like
sense.
so far from the gameplay and whatnot. That is subject to change because the game doesn't come out till March 26th. So
March 26th?
Yeah.
The trailer
next
just
year.
said 8th, but I might have just
The 28th?
I might have just like not like fully paid attention to it. But yeah,
It's in March. It's Q1 of the next fiscal year for Ubisoft. That's I know it's in March. That's all I know right now.
so you were saying something
I could get the date wrong.
them attacking your base when you're off. Oh shit! I should probably get rid of the bonbons. Them attacking your base when you're offline.
Yeah, supposedly, the way it's gonna work is like you can go out and like secure areas, like for you're called the Division. You're a group of sleeper agents that were activated in such a crisis, and you're going against there's 2 enemy factions that are like not player based. I can't remember what the second one's called, but the first ones are called the Rikers, which are the prisoners from Rikers Island, and they're taking over the city. There's also the second faction. I can't remember the name of them. But you can go out, you can secure areas, but if, like, say you're like, all right, I'm getting off for the night, you can come back, and if no one was there to, defend the place, the Rikers can come in and take back over what you just took.
Alright, so is this all going to be one big server? Is the next question, though. Because if it's not, then you're going to run into, like, an ARC situation or a Rust situation where you've got PvO, players versus offline, where you've got people who are just that literally wait until it's like, oh, that dude's gone, let me just get this shit to happen, or like
I fucking hated that.
There'll be like an area where like people just don't go to during like a certain time frame.
Well, like the thing is, other players can't take like it's not
okay, so it's only
other
NPCs.
players. Yeah, it's only NPCs. PvP
Okay.
is only in the Dark Zone.
All right.
So you're all part of the division, the agency. I don't know what they call it. I think it's just called the division, really. The whatever company you're working for. So it's not it's not territory war based like this faction versus this other player faction. Player faction versus player faction. It's PvE unless you're in the Dark Zone.
Okay, so that sounds so much better because I've had my fill of ARC.
But as for the servers, what chances are they'll probably do a pull somewhat of what Destiny does, which is different areas of the map are on different servers. Because in Destiny, when you go and you say you're exploring the Cosmodrome on Earth, there's different areas of the map, but there's little spots in between, and you're leaving the instance to join another instance.
Okay.
So there's this little flat areas where you're transitioning between 2 servers. That way, there's not like a group of like 30 people in one area trying to farm for a specific public event.
Okay. Quick question. Mm-hmm. Might stray away from the Division for a sec, but seeing as the Division seems very Destiny-esque, and Destiny seems very Borderlands-esque, and there's not exactly been many games that have copied Borderlands style between Borderlands and Destiny. Do you think this is going to be the new zombie sort of craze, where this is going to be the next couple of video games for a while? Because at the beginning of the last gen, I say the beginning of the last gen, at the beginning of the very first sort of Xbox gen, you had Halo, which redefined shooters and stuff like that, and that carried on into Xbox 360 and PlayStation whatever and stuff. I'm not a big Sony fan, so I can't necessarily say what was what over there. But then you had all these other shooters that evolved from Halo, like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all of that stuff that came from the revolution of what is arguably what is Halo. So do you think that because of Destiny now, this is going to be the new sort of video game for this new generation of gaming?
Well,
I want to say yes, but at the same time, no, for the fact that Tom Clancy games have been on a decline with the newer generations. And it's not really zombie, it's more the post-apocalyptic thing, and I feel like...
I just said zombie because you know how there was that massive zombie craze that suddenly appeared, and then everything was zombies for a little while.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, people who are in the horror scene and truly love horror, we hate the zombie. I mean, there's people who love zombies, don't get me wrong.
Well,
but
here's
yeah,
the thing.
I know. But
there is one game mode that is taking over everything.
Yeah,
And
it's just ultimately an overplayed out topic. And I feel like that's going to happen. But as far
here's
as...
the thing. Continue.
Oh, I was gonna say, but as far as this game, I feel Fallout 4 is gonna hold higher than this.
Well,
Definitely.
here's
Even
the
though-
thing,
even
though.
though on
If you look at a lot of games that are coming out, a lot of them are actually taking on the MOBA style.
Yeah.
Halo 5 has a MOBA type gameplay. Battleborn is a MOBA type gameplay. There's like 4 or 5 other almost AAA title games, like new IPs that are coming out that are almost MOBA style. Like that gameplay, that game mode is becoming a cornerstone in gaming. Whereas like Borderlands, Destiny, The Division, they all like you can play them alone, but they're not meant to be played alone. Especially Destiny and The Division, they're meant to be played. It's a fire team based game. You get your friends, and
you get your
it's
squad, and you roll it. And
yeah. You go in, you do what you just kind of mess around with your friends, which personally is why I love Destiny so much. It has a great community, at least on Xbox One, which is something you don't often get in multiplayer games, especially on, I mean, anywhere really. There's a lot of toxic communities.
I should say this. I'm on League.
Oh yeah,
I can,
speaking of toxic,
At least we can say that it's like that now. If you go back a few years to beginnings of the last generation, you know, like when Halo 3 first came out and stuff, online communities were amazing back then. In my
even back in Halo 2 days, Halo 2 had a great community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Other
around
than the
that
fucking
time, I feel
KSI
like
clan
that was-
or whatever the hell they were.
Oh,
They were
well,
assholes.
That's a
'cause
throwback.
now-
That's a throwback right there.
And now it's just because of the fact now that video games are becoming such a more open topic. More people are getting on, and 9 times out of 10 they're assholes.
It's like it's less
Well,
about.
people are getting off too.
No, you stop that.
Oh,
I saw that
yeah.
coming. But back to this, is like, I'm not gonna lie, I do hope that more companies pick up this style, because Borderlands was great. I loved Borderlands, and it was because Destiny was just described as a Borderland-esque game that I even was willing to pick it up, because at the time, I believe, I didn't have an extra TV, I just had a spare monitor to play on. I still had my PS3 at the time, but I didn't really only use it for Tekken, because this was back in, like, those days when I first moved out and I did Tekken tourneys. And it was, it's like the only reason why I picked up Destiny was because Henry and Eos were just like, yeah, it's kind of sort of Borderlands-y. It's like, I fucking had like tons of fun back in high school on Borderlands 1, so I was like, yo, dude, let's do
Me and
this.
Kyle can tell you some stories about Borderlands.
We picked
Yeah,
up
we can.
Destiny, I chose Titan, I got that shoulder tackle, I'm like, yo, this game was worth like the money I dropped for it. Sadly, I don't have a console for Division, so I might not be joining you guys when this one comes out. Maybe by next year I'll have it, but my current plans, the only console I have planned for is a Wii U. Everything else I plan on doing PC-wise, so that way I don't have to buy a console. Cause
Yeah.
I want to get a PS4 for Dreams and Kingdom Hearts.
I actually own a PS4 now.
Ooh.
Dude, Dreams. Fucking Dreams looks legit as shit.
I've heard of it. I gotta look it up. But
Look it up.
like
Mm.
I love Destiny. It's become one of my most played games under Skyrim still, but it's getting up there in hours. Like the community is fantastic. Like you can go on DestinyLFG.com. You can just put in like, hey, I'm looking for a group to do this, and you'll get like a group of like 5 or 4 guys, depending if you have a friend or not, Daniel. You get 4 guys that you literally you're going through a raid and you're just joking the whole time, just having a blast.
Oh my god. Literally, Kyle and I have spent multiple hours on raids rather than just like 40 minutes, just because of we were just having so much fun talking to these random fucking dudes and spouting out some really fucking
I want
just
this
random shit.
bad.
Which did you ever get to play with those guys we met up at Sahara's?
He hasn't played with me yet because he's been playing nothing but Metal Gear.
That's a game that's like tearing like people
Completely
away.
understandable.
It is fine because I don't like new people really, but I'm too nice to say no.
I'd love to argue that point, but I feel like we're all of the same
Yeah,
kind.
Yep. I
Yeah,
can agree with that.
There is no maybe.
I disagree.
Well, you're the oddball, so
I
get the
like
fuck out.
people.
You
Yeah, you're fucking
no,
weird.
no, you clearly don't like people because you called me penis, good sir.
I'm sorry. I didn't call you penis.
You nicknamed me to penis.
My
on your
Skype has
To be
Skype.
fair,
To
be fair,
I
though,
didn't know
your
that I
name
had you in my
is
contacts.
Willie.
They got you there with it.
Willie doesn't have to mean penis. Just saying.
Yeah, it
okay,
could be Willy Wonka.
Give me a different. Give me something that I can call Willie besides my penis.
A whale. A pastor. I was named
Willy
after
Wonka.
a
A
pastor.
dildo.
Oh my lord.
A chocolate factory.
I cannot believe this.
Anyway, Willie, in my defense, when we first joined the Skype call together, I didn't know that I had you on my contacts list. All of a sudden, I just see Kyle there, just sitting there with his image with his little messy hair, and then you with whatever this weird, cool, amazing mech picture is, and underneath that weird, cool, amazing mech picture just reads penis. Penis.
I don't have you on my Skype.
Phil!
I have you on my Skype. It says remove from contacts.
It's like
New
I'm looking
profile.
through my Skype right now, and you're actually nowhere on my Skype list.
So basically, what's happened is I added you, and then you either removed me, or
Wow.
I highly doubt
Fucking
I
dick
removed
move.
because I don't.
I feel like I should change this penis to straight up dick.
No, I highly doubt I removed you because I don't clean my like Skype. There's like the people on here that never hop on, or people who have like multiple accounts because they couldn't remember their password. Who the fuck is an obscene amount of slightly sad melons?
Oh god.
What?
Like I said, I don't clean my Skype, so
You kiss your mother with that mouth, Willie?
Hold on, guys. We've gotten really off of track of what we were talking about.
yeah.
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 Anyways,
Real podcast.
oh god. We brought up
but
another
as-
game like halfway through there. I don't remember what it was though.
Metal Gear,
Oh,
a bunch of other games.
But
But like as we were saying, like that style gameplay, like this co-op style, like almost MMO. I don't want to say FPS because the Division's not FPS; it's a third-person shooter. But like this console MMO is becoming more. It's becoming more popular, which I'm okay with because I love PC gaming, but I don't have a PC that can handle hardly anything, and it's also just easier for me just to buy a game on a console and everything's there. I don't have to worry about it. Blah blah blah. But as for one game type taking over, like this, as you said, the zombie craze, really the MOBA game type is taking over everything at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
MOBA
But I mean, that's because of the fact, like you said, video games are becoming more accepted. And in all honesty, regardless of whoever's watching or whoever thinks this or thinks not of it, video games are becoming a sport.
They are. They've
They
honestly
are
they've been
prejudice-free.
an esport for a fucking long ass time.
Yeah, but I mean, now
Yeah.
they're starting to get ESPN.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah, that
like
pissed everyone off.
Halo has been like an esport since I'd like to say
Halo,
Halo
20s,
2.
Mortal
Let's be honest.
Kombat, Tekken.
yeah.
Like Halo wasn't
fighting
the
games
first,
have
but Halo
always
was
been-
one of the bigger.
It's like
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot to
fighting
tell
games
you.
have always been huge.
One of my coworkers was talking to me about competitive Tekken, and he said he can beat anyone. And I was like, you may
hold
want
on,
to.
hold on. Give me a
Stay.
name before I
His
say
name's
anything.
Dwayne. I already told him. I was like, I've got a friend that I talked.
What
that
was
I
his
talked
name?
to on- Dwayne.
Dwayne, does he go by? Do you know his game handle?
No, but he is a black guy with glasses.
With what?
Glasses.
With glasses.
I mean, that's a very
Oh.
generic description.
his-
Yeah, that's the sad
Is
part.
his game handle perhaps
No.
The Rock?
No, I knew it was coming from you. You shut your mouth.
Is it sad I never saw that one coming? It's,
I don't understand it. So
The-
I mean, is he
depending-
making a joke about Dwayne the Rock Johnson? I just don't.
Yes.
It's just,
Maybe.
yeah. But it's like
I just didn't understand that.
Because I'm not the
God.
best in Jacksonville. I'm gonna say that right now, but I do know I can knock out a lot of scrubs that have talked about
Oh yeah,
shit.
no, and that's what I told him. But he seems pretty legit. He was telling me about
What
character.
console?
He did not say.
Because
We-
that's the
we-
next thing. I cannot use an
ended up-
Xbox controller.
We ended up getting on Pokemon.
You're gonna call him out?
I mean,
Right
no,
here.
dude, add him
Right
on
now.
Skype.
I'll hit him up tomorrow, definitely, just so this
Right,
conversion happen.
I want to bring something up. We can move on from it. We don't have to talk about it or anything. But it's something which I just read today. and it's about Martin O'Donnell.
I know what you're gonna say.
The how he was removed from Bungie.
Yeah, I just wanted to get everyone's opinion on that, of whether or not they think that it's
You said
like
McDonald?
his firing was it needed? Was it necessary? Was it
All right.
okay?
Okay, I don't
Willie
even know this topic.
Yeah, let me give you a basic rundown of this.
Yeah.
Essentially, Martin O'Donnell's the guy who's done the Halo soundtracks.
Yeah.
He's worked with Bungie for a long time. He's really good, but he was doing the composers for Destiny, and during the Destiny reveal at E3, they used a different soundtrack. They didn't use his, and granted, like he's been working on it. Obviously, I would be upset too if someone just took my work and replaced it without telling me.
Yeah.
And he went on Twitter. He wrote some tweets about it, letting everyone know.
He tried to sabotage some marketing and stuff like that. So they tried to fire him and make him lose his shares in Bungie, the company. But he sued Bungie and won. That way he can keep his shares, but they still fired him. But essentially he was fired for disrupting the company. Which, I mean, I understand why he's upset. I would be really pissed off, too, if a company took my work and then just threw it out the window.
That's a little harsh. That's a little...
It is. But at the same time, you still have to be a professional and not go through and try and sabotage the company you're working for.
No, that's what I'm saying. He definitely is in the wrong.
Well, they're both in the wrong, in my opinion, because...
telling him, or just...
Yeah, he did
not know.
That's a bit fucked up.
Yeah,
so both of them are in the wrong. They shouldn't have done that, but he also shouldn't have tried to sabotage marketing and boycott and everything.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, they both messed up, but I still believe Bungie should have said, hey, I've only read just this article that was posted on the internet. I may not have all the facts, so...
Yeah,
but
I
that's essentially the rundown.
Agree with Martin's side. Because he was with Bungie since what?
Halo.
I think Halo.
Literally, he was
I think
there
Halo
in the beginning.
2. Was he on Halo?
No,
the
he was
original?
there. Yeah, he was since Halo 1.
He's worked on Myth, Oni, and Halo.
Yeah.
Oh,
according to
He's
Wikipedia.
been there from the beginning, then.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, that's what he's I typed in his
I'm
name.
from Wikipedia, so.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm just that's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a video or reading up on it somewhere that he literally started up the company with them, when they were in uni together. Because at the beginning it was just a small team that was in university, and he was just one of them.
I can completely agree with him because he's been there since the beginning, and then they get some new fancy publisher who literally remove every single part of him from this game. They completely removed his work, something that he probably spent tireless hours on, just working away.
I'd be pretty pissed too.
Yeah, I mean, now that you mentioned that it's a new publisher, then yes, that kind of adds even a little more.
There's these rumors going around that because Activision's involved, that Activision is the one who decided it.
Yeah.
There's rumors going around that Activision is essentially the puppet master of Bungie right now.
Would not surprise me.
And, I mean, it wouldn't, but I mean, at the same time, it's these are. There's no proof to these rumors. Whatever. At least I don't know of any proof. But I mean, if Activision's involved, they would be a partner with Bungie, and they would say, "Hey, we want someone different." If they did that, then the Bungie execs would obviously go, "Okay, well, we'll consider it." Blah blah blah. But at the same time, there's still a level of professionalism to be had in the company you've been working for forever.
Well, I mean,
you can't just go and try and sabotage your company.
I mean, his name's pretty much fucked now too. Is the thing?
No. He's good. He's a fantastic composer. He'll find if he's been composer. He didn't keep his composure.
You right?
But since he's now essentially out of work for Bungie, any other game company who knows his name can go, hey, we'll pay you, come make a soundtrack for us. Because he's done. The Halo soundtracks are fantastic.
Really
it's one of the only soundtracks I've ever actually gone out and bought just, I bought it just to have it because I love the Halo soundtracks.
When you sit someone who is a gamer down and you play that the most recognizable Halo track where it just starts off with the monks, like, people are gonna know what that is. They might not know his name, but they know that that is Halo.
Yeah,
And
that or the one that starts with the electric guitar.
Yeah, and those are Halo. He both did those. So no matter what, because of the fact that he's created something so iconic alone in just music, where it's not necessarily the game that's tied to him, it's just the song itself, that's his name. Yeah. It's like, oh, he's the guy who done Halo,
that's his legacy.
Yeah, he's the guy who done this song that everyone knows. And I can completely stand by him in his decision to try and sabotage the company, because it's not even a matter of Big Brother came and took away his homework. It's a matter of parents broke up, stepmom comes in, throws away all his work for no reason. Like, it's not even like brotherly love. Like,
I'm sure
hey,
that there was a
I'ma
reason for it, which it just hasn't been made apparent.
Yeah, that's the big thing here. It's like, honestly, all I really want to know is, like, why throw it out without saying anything? Because clearly this guy makes great work. So what they chose over was clearly what they wanted over what he did. So was it just that what he made just didn't fit? Like, I'm trying to see if there's, I've gone through a good couple pages of Google, and I can't really seem to find too much about what his work was prior to that. The only line I found is he wrote it without knowing what the game would look like or played like. So he made about 50 minutes of music and just, threw it that way.
I mean, what could have happened is also Bungie has wanted to steer clear of it being, like Halo. They don't want to make Halo. And if his soundtrack was very reminiscent to the Halo soundtracks, that it could be a possibility, like, hey, we don't want this, but this is all you've ever really done.
But I'm pretty certain, if asked, he could probably do something that wasn't Halo.
I'm sure he could. It's just, if you don't know what the game is, but you have a general idea or how it's going to play, honestly, a lot of Destiny, it's like, there is some parts that are kind of like Halo. It's Bungie, it's the same thing. But
from my experience of playing Destiny around Daniel's house, which was only maybe, I don't remember what part it was or what I was doing. I think I tried doing a couple of the raid thingies where
you tried doing the Crota raid.
It looks like Jeff just dropped out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh dear.
Jeff.
There he is.
There we go.
You back, Jeff?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff. But yeah, from playing that around Daniel's house, it's like, it felt like Halo 3 to me. It didn't feel necessarily like a new game. It felt homely in that this feels like I've gone and plugged in Halo 3. That's just my, that's my experience, my very short experience of the game. But it's just
for
the
me,
fact
it feels nothing like Halo for me. Like, maybe aesthetically, some of the looks are very, reminiscent of Halo, but, like, control-wise and gameplay-wise, honestly, none of it really reminds me of Halo. Which, I mean, it isn't really, it's good that it doesn't remind me of Halo and, like, control-wise and stuff. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was somewhat Halo, because Halo's I love that game. And, I mean...
Again...
Oh.
I just want to go back real quick and say that he didn't even know that it was going to be cut, though.
Yeah, that's
the worst part.
Obviously, Activision listened to his music and said, this isn't okay, we don't like this. We have this other composer.
Well,
just
we
take
can't
this
say it was
music and put it
Activision
over.
that did it for certain. I don't want to place that blame on that company. I mean, it's possible it was them, but we honestly have no... Activision did step in at some point and said, hey, you have to do something. He is messing up the name. Yeah. At one point, Activision, at least for that point, did get involved. That was in the article. Yeah. But other than that, we don't know, like, the whole story, and we will never know the whole story because there's two sides to every story, and I wouldn't, even if he wrote a detailed, report on what happened, that you'd still have to, try and get someone from the companies to go ahead and write the report as well.
And also, when you think about it, though, if it was coming from Bungie, then that's even worse, because someone who they've worked with for so long, they just stab him in the back like that. If it was actually Bungie who made the decision, who went into a different composer, didn't even mention it to Marty, didn't even mention, like, anything about this new music, and they just popped it in like that. He must have just felt absolutely devastated for that. Like,
Yeah,
that would have
I
been,
completely
like, destroying.
understand that they were definitely in the wrong for that, for just cutting it without any real warning and whatnot. But at the same time, you know, I feel bad for him, but that doesn't mean try and sabotage your company.